Okay, Coach. Well, after the season ends, the Chargers most likely moving about 12 miles north of here. But for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first down throw for Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
On second and 15 now. Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On third down, Brissett. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers. There are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 22.
You can't block me. Check 3.
Chopper!
To throw is Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win call.
Check. Lucky.
Wait, 89.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Tight ends on the Lucy.
Hey.
Got 4 down.
Wait.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Colts.
Here we go. Now the one. 58. Come on. Come on. Come on, D. Now, here's you. Come to me. It's me.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Give me some. Give me some.
From just shy of midfield, Brissett complete to Hilton. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
First down, Colts.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Got it. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, it's Mack. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Hurry up. 52.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Load it. Hey, Delta. Flex.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And got his man complete. A very solid gain of 27. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
This pass finds its way to Williams. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams, 48 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the Colts, 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 39, Brissett looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and they'll set up Shaq right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
50, march 50, march 50. Hey, that QB's trapped.
Run 80.
Check.
0. Behind.
Throwing, Rivers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that takes us from second to third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Left to right. Load it.
58.
Load it.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Cluster, cluster, cluster.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right.
After the sack on first down, Brissett on the crossing route, complete. It's Rodgers. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Brissett on first down.
I know you're trying to have a scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get there. 58.
Throwing, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And that will be incomplete as well. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Chargers
Let's go.
take over
Do it.
first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Go, White 90. Black 15.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On first down, Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, they scared. They scared.
Hey, go Orange. Orange.
Go 58 to Mike.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Run 80. Behind.
From the gun, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Left, left, left.
Go 58 to Mike.
To throw again. Rivers. Wide open. It's Allen complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set. Black 11.
I'm going to run you over.
Keep it skinny.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
58, boys. 58. 58 to Mike.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
There we go. Nice move. Nice move.
Hunter Henry. As the first half is winding down. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Hey, hey, hey.
Man, move it. You got to get that. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Oh, you got Alpha.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He sets to fire deep. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right there. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
Play action now. Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks it. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
We're okay. We're okay. Hey, front 80.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58's the money.
Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, Delta!
Throwing Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mike's 50. Tackles, tackles.
Red Delta!
Mike's 50. Time to go, night.
Hey, Zoo!
3rd and goal for Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Here's Brissett. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Well, he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to pull loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
31's the mic. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. From the 44, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third and long there. Why draw play?
Well, they were hoping to catch the defense just pinning their ears back and coming for the quarterback in a passing situation. Guys get real excited to try and get a sack. You're hoping they'll bypass the runner, and off he goes. But in this case, they actually played the run on their way back to the quarterback.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Brissett sets to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett. Caught left side by Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 37 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 24, Rivers. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Ball. 52,
Now Brissett. This goes out right to Doyle. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Brissett now. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 1st down, Matt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight sharp.
And my goodness, another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
We hot!
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run.
We hot!
On the carry, it's Jackson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Ready! 180!
Double dog. That's the way. Hey, alert 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
We hot!
On 3rd down, Rivers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll go again here with Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
180, block 15.
15, check my 15. They can't hang with us.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
3rd and 9.
Set 180, 390.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey.
White, 89.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They give it off here to the tight end, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Rivers, he leaves to Eckler on the draw. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.